You could probably tell by the title of this podcast, it's time to move on. It's time to move on. We started the podcast in this room at episode 1.
Yeah.
And this is episode 32 now. We're ending the podcast. Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back to the Nesian Built Podcast. The Baldy Boys are back. What is up, guys, and welcome back to the Nesian Built Podcast. This is the podcast with the Baldy Boys, of course. The Baldy Boys are back. The Baldy Boys are back for another episode. Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back to the Nesian Built Podcast. The Baldy Boys are back for another episode, and this is the podcast for Pacific Islanders, where we tell our stories and our lessons of our journey, and their lessons of their journey, and our lessons of our journey to help you on yours. All right, so we are back. It's just the Baldy Boys today.
Yes, sir.
Mark and I. And it's crazy because it's kind of like would you call it a bittersweet like time in our journey, right?
Yeah. Bittersweet. Come full circle.
Yeah, it's like
almost. As far as the location.
Yeah, so you could probably tell by the title of this podcast, it's time to move on.
Yeah, it's the last one.
It's time to move on. We started the podcast in this room at episode 1.
Yeah.
And this is episode 32 now. We're ending the podcast in this building. So the podcast is not, the podcast is not done, but this will be the last podcast we record in the first real NBHQ, I guess, that we ever got, which was a very exciting time for us in our journey, just getting a building and stuff like that, and getting a warehouse that we always thought was an idea, right? It's like, it'd be cool to get, a warehouse and work out of a warehouse and stuff like that. And then
I'll roll in the freaking, I'll roll in the clip of the very first setup. Didn't you see how far we've gone?
Yeah. Co-founders of the Nesian Built Apparel.
Yes, sir.
Let's go. Good morning, brother.
Morning.
Let's go. Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, you're just finding us.
So
it's way different.
Yeah, very different.
Audio's better, video's better, lighting is a little better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, didn't we have lapel mics and stuff? We're using lapel mics and stuff.
That was just plugged into each individual phone.
And then you had a phone and a camera work going, and the camera shut down in the middle of it
because it had a 30-minute recording limit. I didn't know anything about that back then.
So it's the journey, man, from episode 1 to just now at 32, and we started, like I said, in this office, and we set up we're going to have a bunch of different setups. Hopefully the next one we do is the one that hangs on the longest because of the new place that we're moving to. But we've changed it up a bit, just kept kind of changing to see what works for us and what works for the viewers. But yeah, the main thing is we are moving to a new building, and it's been kind of a long time coming, just because we do love this place. Like, this is the stomping grounds, right? Where we were able to build our brand a lot more, just being able to have the space and grow into it and stuff like that. Yeah. But I think we're on a path to kind of open up more opportunity for our customers and ourselves, of course, right?
I think if we would have stayed on the path we were, as far as doing a lot of stuff in-house, it would have been a spot to stay. Yeah. Because we needed the room, but now we've gone down a different path, and
which has helped us.
Yeah. It's going to help us in other ways.
Yeah.
To not have to do all this stuff in-house.
Yeah. So this is going to be the last pod, episode 32 in this building, which is cool. Yeah. Bittersweet. We're ready to move. Like, the place that we're getting is way more suited to what we're aiming for and aiming to do in the future. And if we continue to grow and do things that we believe we want to do in the future, I don't think it would happen in there. I think we end up getting another building to go along with what we want to do, down the road.
It's funny. I thought about that. I see what you're doing. You're starting to move more and more closer to. Remember the Auburn area we looked at?
the bigger warehouse.
Yeah. It was the one in Auburn by Lowe's. Remember, it was like
a
nice building. It was like, this guy's trying to move us closer and closer because we're going that way now.
No, well, the thing was that so today we're actually also vlogging, so you'll see the video.
Small kind.
Yeah, I'll do a short vlog today because we're gonna right after this we're gonna be moving stuff and kind of reveal what the area or what the space looks like before we actually get everything in there. We have plans of building that out to look pretty damn dope. Yeah. So because it's more of like a retail shop, it's not a warehouse, and it's not going to be freezing in there. And that's one of the biggest things that just wanted to get away from. I'm tired of coming in here. And
it gets cold in here, man. Shivery.
So cold.
For those of you who don't know, it gets shivery cold in here. I'm sure we've said it plenty of times.
Yeah, and you can ask some of the guests that have come in for podcasts.
Even customers to come pick up.
Yeah, and customers, like when they come through and it's like, I don't want to put them through that anymore, and I don't want to deal with it myself anymore. Yeah. Because I'm in here a lot, and when I'm on the computer, my fingers are freezing. All packing orders, I'm freezing. So we will eliminate that issue by going to this new place. And I think it's a really nice spot. It really suits.
It's more accessible too. Like here, we have the gate to contend with if people are coming by to get stuff. So you either have to hope that the gate is open, or we got to run out. Open it for them. So
so we're in a gated area now. Our warehouse is in a gated area, but then for the next place, it's like right off the main road, and you can literally see us right off the road. So if you have an order pickup, if you want to come to the shop and just buy stuff, like it's right there. Yeah. Like you don't have to worry about getting an access code or anything like that. Yeah. So I think that's going to be.
It's gonna be pretty hard to miss.
Yeah, it's gonna be dope. I'm really excited. Really excited for this move. As soon as I saw the place, and it was funny because as I was talking to the lease agent, the person that was working with me trying to find a spot, showed me I looked at an office space, that we could work out of, and I was like, no, it was too small. Yeah, it was a double office, and it was too small. And then she was like, we have another space back at where you're at. So I was like, all right, let's go. We can check that out. So we went over there. Then she went up to the office. She said she was going to get the keys. So I was sitting there waiting. Then she calls me, or she drives back up, and then she's like, you know what? I have something down the road. I think this is going to suit you more. And so just follow me down there. So we drove down there to that spot. As soon as she opened the door, I was like, yes, bro. Like it was fucking perfect.
This is the one.
This is the one. Like this is what, I've been thinking about. I can work with this, I can really work with this. So it's a space that's not much. It's I think actually smaller.
Just a hair smaller.
Yeah, just a hair smaller than what we have here, but it doesn't seem like it's that much smaller.
It's still a lot of space.
It's a lot of space.
But the nice thing is we don't have the super high warehouse ceilings we got to worry about heating up.
Yeah.
It's a lower ceiling, smaller heater, but it should do the job.
Yeah. And it doesn't seem like it's going to get cold in there like it does here. Because here it just seems like the roof is...
It's not insulated.
Yeah, nothing's insulated here. So
probably except for this office. Yeah. Or this front office.
Yeah, we're going to be moving, and it's going to be cool. I do plan on having like a pretty solid grand opening. So I want to plan that after we get everything set up in there exactly how we want it. And so for the ambassadors that are here local, everybody that, shops local with us, like consistently, constantly, like this is going to be a day that we hope that we can have everybody come out and enjoy, the journey that we've gone on, and, the progress that we're making. And it's all because of you, everybody that, listens to the podcast, everybody that orders from us and helps us grow, because like I always say, we couldn't do it by ourselves. You know what I mean? So this is just the journey. You guys are all part of the journey, and where we're going with it, and the message that we're spreading, the growth of the brand is crazy because of what everybody, everybody's standing by us and rolling with us. So you'll see in the vlog video, which will probably come out after the podcast, but it's just it's short clips.
It's gonna be a short one.
Yeah, short clips of just, the new spot, what it looks like, and then we'll show you what it looks like when we get done setting up. Yeah. So it's part of the journey, man. It's cool. It's cool.
It's gonna be nice to have a little more space for shooting the podcast. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that too.
Because right now we're real tight in what we can, the shots that we can get.
Yeah. So yeah, we already have an idea of how that's going to work in there. Kind of work that out. I think it was 2 days ago. I was standing in there, and I was standing in the center of the room, and I'm just trying to envision how I'm going to set this up to be as dope as possible. Like in that room.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting like thinking, how can we set this up and be a dope, feeling when you walk in, you catch an energy. It's like, what can I do to make that happen for, customers when they walk in? I want it to be felt, like, you know what I mean? Like what we do and the energy that we bring. So I kind of have a really good idea, but then we won't really know until we start getting stuff in there, more stuff in there. We have most of the stuff still in here because like internet stuff and everything like that. I still have to ship packages out from here or ship orders out from here and stuff. But once the internet gets transferred over, more of the inventory will start moving over there. So that we have to, just little things you got to deal with along the way. But
and luckily it's not too far.
Yeah.
It's pretty close by.
Yeah, so if you have come by, where we're at right now, the new place is like a quarter mile, I think, a half mile down the road. It's not even that far. So it'll be an easy move for us, easy transition. We have this place until the end of next month, end of February. So we don't have to rush to move out, but I want to move out and get this stuff out as soon as possible, So, yeah. Any thoughts? You have any thoughts on it since, garage, MBHQ here, now we're going to
it's a crazy thought. I was thinking about the other day how quick that 2-year lease went by. When we signed this thing, it was huge, man. Mm-hmm. And for me, I'm not that like a long-term thinker as far as that, you know what I mean? As far as the business goes, I think I'm more worried about the stuff up front than now. But I remember signing that lease. I'm like, damn, dude, this is going to be 2 years. Yeah. Are we going to be able to make it? Mm-hmm. That was the thoughts in my head. You know what I mean? And look at us now. Yeah, dude. We're about to move out of this bitch. So we made it, for those two. So that's a crazy thought. And it went by quick. I feel like it went by pretty fast. It did, bro.
It really did. Like real quick. And it's not bragging like, look at us now. It's, bro, like, you don't understand what went, what has gone down.
I mean, just think about it for people out there who don't, really know, like starting your own business, out of a garage. It's great. You don't pay, you pay your mortgage, but you don't pay anything extra. And then taking that leap of faith, moving out to a shop, you got to go you do the viewing, you sign the lease. Once it comes to the paperwork side with anything, that's when I start getting nervous. Yeah. Even with buying cars and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. That's the part I hate.
Yeah.
And then, just thinking about a 2-year lease of having to make that monthly every month, man. You know what I mean?
Like you're just making that commitment. Like you have to. Like you don't have a choice. And I think I said this earlier, like probably on the first podcast, where it's like we came from the garage and then we, it's like no worries. You can run the business however you want.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I mean? Like it's in the garage. Don't got to pay rent.
Nothing extra.
Nothing. All you have to do is buy inventory and make that work. Right. But when you come here and you have to pay rent, and this is one of the things that I'm really proud of because, bro, it's hard. Like it's not easy to run a business and make sure that your bills are paid. Like you have to continuously make shit happen. Like that is every month you have to make shit happen. And one thing I'm fucking proud of is like we never had an issue every month of just paying the rent. Well, I'm not saying that it was like, oh, we paid the rent and we had hella money in the account after, you know what I'm saying? Like it might have been everything we had, but rent was paid, you know what I mean? Yeah. And we're still able to drop every month, stuff like that, continue what we started. Like out of the garage, we were making drops every month. And then we come here, we're still able to pay rent and drop stuff every month. Yeah. And that's something that I'm proud of because shit, we're just scared of just paying rent.
We came, even if you go back before the garage, bro, it was nothing. There was really no huge investment.
Yeah.
It was drop shipping, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It was the cheapest thing you can do from not having to worry about much. And then your garage space, that has a little bit to worry about because now we're taking up your personal stuff, space in your home. And then we start to outgrow that. Mm-hmm. And then now to the shop, and having all that stuff going on. And then now to the next shop.
Yeah. And it's like, honestly,
it's a long journey.
It is. It's crazy because we're going on 6 years now. Yeah. And it's just, I think for me, for sure, it's just believing. I really believe in what we're doing. And it's to a lot of people it's a small brand and stuff like that, but I think just little by little, just impacting people and having people join the family, I think that's just a big deal, bro. Like,
Yeah.
and we have new people all the time, ordering Nesian built stuff, wearing Nesian built stuff, posting, reaching out to us about becoming ambassadors and stuff like that. And that's a thing that has to start with you, though, and
Yeah.
if you don't believe that you can make these things happen, then you probably shouldn't sign a lease. You know what I'm saying? So it takes a lot of belief in yourself and
I think that's a good
committing,
point.
you know what I mean?
That's true.
Because there's a lot of things that people like they'll and this is why we do what we do and share the journeys, because a lot of people don't believe that they can, and that's why you can't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if you don't believe that you can do something, you're not going to do it. You just can't. You're right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for me, it was always just having to, do I doubt myself? Do I doubt do I doubt it sometimes when things aren't, don't feel right, or they're not going the way the way I planned it? Sure, I doubt myself.
Yeah.
But I always believe. And I think, and this is something that I've always thought about. I think like God sends you the message when you need it, because sometimes I'm thinking like, dude, like, what is going on? Like, why is it so hard right now? Why is it not, working the way I want it?
Yeah.
And then we get a message or something from somebody, order comes in from a new customer, like little things like that. Just picks you back up and let you understand, like, dude, you're doing okay. Just keep going. You know what I mean? And that is part of the journey. The thing, it's supposed to be hard. Like, this shit is supposed to be hard. And that's why I do the hard things out of it. It's to build my mind up for things like this.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And it's to know that, like, dude, there's going to be parts where it seems like you just can't push through. But if you just keep going, just keep moving forward, you don't know what's going to happen, down the road. You just got to keep going. You know what I mean? Just don't quit. That's how you lose right there. It's just quitting.
And you're not just saying that because we've hit those times here. You know, it's like, damn, dude, it's a super slow month or months. You know what I mean?
And it happens in all businesses. It's really like that.
Yeah.
So it's just the fact of keep going, because I've seen, and it's like crazy, bro, because since we've started, how many people have we seen just start something, start a business, start something, start a fitness journey, start, something like that.
Yeah.
And then they just didn't stick with it at all. They didn't stick with it long enough. They didn't really commit to it. That's why they are scared to make those risks or take those risks. That's why they're scared to, do the other things. It's because they already don't believe and that they can do it. When you start, you already don't believe, because I heard this on the other day. It's like, if you're going to start and quit, just don't start at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, it makes all the sense. You're wasting your damn time. Yeah. If you're going to start, go through with it. Yeah. Understand it's going to suck. There's going to be times where it just sucks and it's hard. Go through with it. Deal with it. Build. That's the shit that's going to build you to be able to keep growing. And this thing is, Nesian Build has built me into a different person. You know what I'm saying? Just going through all the hardships of this. Entrepreneurship is not easy. It is not easy at all. And you have to be, mentally, you have to be built a certain way. And you have to build yourself in a certain way to deal with all the shit that comes along with it. Because there's very little things that come along with every little thing that you do that you have to learn. And there's no way to grow if you're not learning. And this is why we always have to be, this is why we always preach learning and growing every day, because growing a business, the business doesn't grow if you don't grow. It's as simple as that.
And then, growing the business it's a weird thing. You know what I mean? I think we've grown our brand, our business, definitely since the start. But it's like, when you talk about growth too, it's like, man, if you're going to grow it more has to change. Yeah. Which is, how do you get there? We don't know. Right now, we don't really know how to get to, like,
where we want to be,
the big time, but that's where we learn along the way. Yeah.
And we're taking those steps forward, right?
Make mistakes, we fall down, we just got to keep getting back up.
I mean, you think about, like, when we first started, do you think who we were, like, when we first started, and then you bring that person, you bring that AJ and Mark into today to handle the problems that we handle right now? No. Do you think we could take care of them? Do you think we can handle it? No, man. Like,
I know for sure on my side I wouldn't. Yeah, I'd be like, nah.
You know what I mean? Like, we're doing videos and stuff like that, right? Yeah. We're doing videos, but the videos now are way better than when we first started, right?
Yeah.
There's, we were talking about content. We're talking about, just running the business, the systems that we put in place just to make the business run more efficiently for ourselves. Like, I remember I was spending a lot more time here before, like, especially here in the shop. I was spending a lot more time here trying to set up that stuff, like trying to learn that stuff. How am I going to make this go? Even in the garage. So, just learning all that stuff that I had to do to just ship out packages. How do I make it easier to ship out packages? All those little things. And then we come to now where I don't have to spend that much time here because the systems are in place. Yeah, it's pretty much like, the orders come in, we do it. We know what, we have to bring inventory in, how we're going to get it done. It gets dropped off or we print it ourselves. It's done by this time. A couple weeks later, we drop it, stuff like that. Like, it's just little systems like that. Yeah. So if that's part of us growing along the way, right? Because 4 or 5 years ago, we didn't know that stuff. We
made a design, we uploaded it, and that was it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So it's come a long way, and that's the paying rent, all the issues that we deal with, and making sure that we can keep going and growing. That's the stuff that's building us. Like, and that's why we always talk about like growing, and because the opportunities that come up are they're open to you because you are just different. You see things very differently. You have a different perspective because you're a different person, right? Yeah. It's kind of like it's like opportunities come and the old you wouldn't see them, right? And it's kind of like that. I don't know if you've heard that red car. What's it called? I don't know. It's like an awareness thing, right? So if I ask you when you came up, I heard this somewhere else. It's not fucking just straight from me, right? I heard this somewhere else, but it just makes all the sense in the world. Where if I ask you how many red cars you saw on the way here, do you know how many you saw today? No. But if I told you, okay, on the way home, red cars, thinking about red cars.
Yeah.
Now you're paying attention. Right? Now you're looking for them. So then you count them. It's the same way. Like here, as you grow, your mind starts opening up. And you're starting to become more aware of opportunities, the problems, and you know what I mean? As the problems come, and I see stuff like that. Like when problems come, it seems like an opportunity. How can this is an opportunity to get better. Yeah. Especially in the business. When problems come in the business, that means there's something that we haven't figured out yet that we can learn and grow, and it's going to help our business, help our brand, So that's a part of it. And
I like that.
I'm actually... and it's like just, going into the new shop now, there's going to be new problems that we haven't. Opening more of a retail shop is something we've never done before. You know what I mean? So those are problems we're going to have to deal with when we get there. We'll figure it out along the way. Just like we have these years here in the warehouse, we figured out all these problems along the way. Order pickups, just stuff like that. Making sure that we take care of our customers. Just little things. And this is, we fixed the problem of being accessible. Now we're more accessible. Just fixing these problems. So it's a journey, man. It's a journey, and I can't tell you how much I love it. Like, I just love who we're becoming, what the brand is becoming, and everybody that's joining us.
That's great.
So yeah, moving to a new spot. Bittersweet moment. We're moving on. We are moving on. New things, new opportunities. Yeah, doors are opening. So yeah. So we did something last weekend. It was going to be 2 weeks from when this podcast releases, but
on your birthday.
Yeah, on my birthday
of all days.
I turned 35, and I ended up running 35 miles, and
which is crazy. That's also a crazy thought.
It is, man.
How far you've come to,
and it's another part we just talked about, like just growing, like. There is no way I was thinking ever that I could even do that. And going into this, when I came up with the idea, I knew I could do it, but because I know how to push through the pain, and I know how to push through, the hardships when they come, because I know they're going to come, because I built myself into that. But I didn't know how much it was gonna hurt. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know how much it was gonna hurt. I didn't know how long it was gonna take me. I didn't, I just had an idea of what I wanted to do.
You had a guesstimate, yeah.
I had an idea of what I wanted to do, and I was pretty close to that. I think if we weren't in marathon training, I would have I would have done it a little differently.
Pushed a little more, maybe.
Yeah, definitely push a little bit more because I could take being more sore and stuff like that. Wouldn't have to worry about an injury or something. So this one took it a lot slower, but it was still hard. It's a long ways, man. It's a lot of time. I think it was a little over 6 hours of running, man. I tell you what, bro.
You guys started out running. It was hella dark out. You know what I mean? Just black.
Yeah, it was funny as hell because, me and Pao, we started off the road. We're not even like...
Yeah, Pao ran with you. I don't know if you said that already.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, my brother Pao joined me, and he was out to get it that day with me, man. And it was... I'm not even joking. The first half of that run was pretty miserable. I'm not gonna lie. We were running. It was pitch black dark. All we could see was what was in our headlamps. Yeah. Like the light, wherever the light was, that's all we could see. And we were in a sketchy ass area. It seemed like, especially starting out. This is how it started.
Because you have to run under like an underpass when you first started.
Ran under an underpass. Ran through a park that was just dark. We didn't know. Well, it could have been animals and a lot of different. There's a lot of homeless people out there. So I mean, the initial contact we had coming out there was what we parked, and then there was it's 6 o'clock in the morning. It's pitch black dark. There's no lights at the basketball court right there. There's people playing basketball.
I was there like 5:30, and they were there. And I see basketball. Yep, the homeless dude walking around with a huge cart, all this stuff. Yeah, and then the parking lot is not lit. It's black. Mm-hmm. I'm like, damn it.
And our cars were and my car was gonna be sitting there, parked.
Yeah, that's right.
And then me and Paul start running. We're not even like 200 feet away, bro, and we go over this little bridge, and there's like I guess because of our headlamps like flashing around, so we just hear, "Who's that?" Oh, yeah, bro. And I think it's just some homeless dude that was sleeping. And then I'm like, "Fuck, here we go," And then we just keep going. And for real, the first.
At least you had backup if anything was to pop off, though. You know what I mean? Can you imagine doing that by yourself?
Yeah.
There's no way in hell.
And that was the initial plan, Like the initial plan was, I'm just gonna go do this by myself. And another time of like, I just want to go challenge myself and grow and. Somebody wanted to roll with me. I didn't expect you to try.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not running with you.
Nah, like
I'll hand you my gun. Here you go, bro. Good luck, brother.
Because even initially, like Pao wasn't like a thing that I was like telling him he should, come do this with me. Yeah. It was because he invited me to go do this 5K run. It was on January 1st, New Year's Day. He's like, let's start the year off doing something hard, bro. Yeah. It's like, but it was a 5K run, and then you jump into. Fucking, it's like a cold plunge, ice plunge looking thing. Yeah. And you know me, like my body can't do that. Like, bro, I have this Raynaud's thing, right? And when it gets too cold, like my feet and my hands, like my extremities are bad. Like, I wish I could show you guys, but it gets really bad. You see it
in the video.
Oh yeah,
you showed it in the run.
Oh yeah. So. It gets really bad. It's painful, and it takes a long time to warm back up. If it's not in the warmth, even in the warmth, when I put it under hot water, stuff like that,
takes a while.
Still takes a long time to get back.
I've seen some guy do that with his hands. I saw it on YouTube.
Yeah.
It was all white, and then he put it under warm water. And you slowly see the blood coming back.
Yep, that's how I always do like that when I get back from my like long runs. I always have that. Yeah. So I get in the shower and I just put my hands like on my chest, my heart, and whatever, because I have to warm up. Like I'm shivering. I just like imagine running fucking 15 miles or something. You come back and you're cold as hell. It doesn't make any sense. You should be.
And gloves don't help.
The gloves. So especially during a 35-mile run, gloves didn't do anything. The gloves feel like they almost trap in the cold.
Right.
And it's like
I know what you're feeling.
It's like an ice block in there. And it sucked. So yeah, the first half of that run was pretty fucking miserable. Like I started feeling good like right after that. So we went about 16 miles, got to the end point. Mark wasn't there. He made us freeze. We were waiting for him to come back because he had all the...
You should let me explain what the hell happened there. So I tried to intercept these guys on a trail, right? Mm-hmm. I left you guys. I said, I'll meet you at the turnaround point. And I was like, before I got to the turnaround point, I was like, oh, there's another place I can kind of dip into right here. Because I'm watching the maps the whole time. Mm-hmm. I was like, let me dip into here. I brought a couple water bottles with me just in case you guys needed some. And you had to park in this neighborhood area, walk this tiny trail, and then there's another trail in the back. Yeah. Sketchy looking area, too. Mm. So I'm sitting there, standing there waiting. I see a couple people walk by. I'm like, hey, did you guys see any of you guys running down this way? They're like, no. I was like, okay, no worries. Mm. So I'm sitting there, I'm waiting, and you guys never show up. Then I get the call. Yeah. Like, bro, the fuck you at, bro? I was like, Where are you guys at? We're at the turnaround. I was like, oh, hell no. So I had to run back to the truck.
So you're like 8 minutes out or something like that.
8 minutes out.
So
Yeah.
8
So
minutes.
I must have I must have been parking. You guys were just jogging by because I can't see the trail from where I park.
Oh, probably.
So I think that's probably what happened.
Yeah.
I'll show you in the video too because I don't know. Maybe you guys didn't even go that way.
Probably
because it's like a wooded area. Did you come up on any kind of wooded area like behind neighborhoods or no?
Not behind neighborhoods. We weren't in a neighborhood at all.
Oh yeah, see, something got lost.
But there was like a split off. There was like a trail that split off, and it said something like to the green or something like that. So that might have been part of the trail that you were on. So yeah, because when we were running, we didn't see you at all, and then we got to the end, and we pop out, and we're like looking like, bro, and the whole time because we thought it was going to be at mile 13 where we're going to be turning around.
Right.
So imagine me and him are going 3 more miles, just thinking like, dude, like when's the turnaround coming? So
and I think that has something to do with the route you took too, because according to my map, 13 should have been the turnaround, but you guys were there at what, over 16?
Yeah.
But
initially when I told you too, it was like 17 miles was the actual turnaround. Remember? So when we got out there, it was it hit my watch hit about 16 and a quarter or something like that. So. We were going, and when we got there, Mark called Mark, and he's like, "I'm 8 minutes out." I'm like, and 8 minutes felt like forever. Like we were freezing. Like me and Paul were sitting there waiting because we needed the fuel. Like we needed sodium, we needed water, and that's another thing. Like I said, like bro, that shit would have been way harder without you. So I do appreciate you. In the moment, of course, I'm like, bro, where the fuck you at, bro? We were fucking hurting, but we appreciate you, bro. We wouldn't have been able to do that.
I didn't take it in a bad way. I'm just, for me, I'm like, oh, I gotta go. Time to go. I didn't take anything personal. I'm just like, I just gotta get there. You know what I mean? Because I knew you guys were counting on that stuff too. So
because I'm calculating every mile.
Yeah.
I don't know the miles as we're going on there.
Because I didn't want to mess up your guys' routine, your plan too.
We already messed it up too, like just by the way we were kind of going because we thought it was going to be 13, so we thought we'd fuel at that point. Yeah. So we kind of like had to flip on like adjust on the go, like how we're going to fuel. So it's like, am I going to take this another GU gel, or am I going to just push it and wait to see how far I can go? But then that's the problem you get into is like thinking that you can keep pushing and not refuel. By then, if you don't fuel, it's too late. It's hard to recover from that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just
hit that wall.
Yeah, and that's what you don't want to do on a 35-mile run. So Mark got there. We were freezing our ass off, but we just got our water. And for me, for this run, I didn't want to stop for a very long time because I knew what it would do. Like what happened, right? We got there 60 miles. We waited 8 minutes and then got our stuff. Probably took us about 3 to 4 minutes to get our stuff, fuel up, and get the hell back out because I didn't want to
even record it. Feel like it was so fast
because we had to go so quick. Because we were already waiting too long, and my legs were getting cold. Powell's knee was already hurting and stuff. So we were dealing with this shit in the middle of the run already. So as soon as we started going after that, though, felt the fuel hit me, and I was good to go, bro. Like I felt so good after leaving that spot. And then I was kind of in a groove where, running the pace that I want to run, and, just the body was feeling right again, warm, again, like my hands got warmer as we started going back the other way. Cause I don't know if it's because of the area that we're in. It's covered, trees all around. The river is running right next to it. And I can only imagine how cold that water is. So we were running by that, and it was cool. I think the trail was really cool. And, another thing about that route that really saved us was, I think it's probably about 10 miles of that run was on soft surface. So like gravel, not gravel, but like it wasn't pavement.
Dirt gravel road.
Yeah. So saved our knees, saved the legs a little bit more. And I think the only issue and the one thing that I shouldn't have done was wear my vapor flies.
Oh yeah.
That was an issue. Like, the vapor flies aren't really meant for runs like that.
They're meant for speed.
Yeah.
Right?
So for like races, like the marathon races.
Long endurance runs.
Yeah. So that's where I messed up, where I think I shouldn't have wore those because the bottom of my feet were hurting like crazy. That's how we were done. And then the next day my bottom of my feet were really hurting. But I remember telling you, like, I have the other shoes, the Asics, that I was thinking about wearing, but I haven't done anything over 5 miles in those. So I was like, I didn't want to try and test it.
Or breaking a shoe during a run.
Yeah. So it would have been a lot better on my feet and stuff. But yeah. Then my wife ran, the last 13 with me. She definitely helped me out because I think it was we were like 2 miles out from finishing or something like that, a little less maybe, and that's when
Quads.
my quads finally were giving in. Like they were cramping like crazy, like both of them at the same time
You can
too.
feel it just about to,
Yeah,
you know.
and I finally, I got to the point already pushing it for so long that I was just like, I gotta walk. Like, let me just stop. Let me let that try and go away. And I didn't want to take a GU gel because I thought that it was gonna mess my stomach up at that point already.
Yeah.
Because I already just grabbed something from you when we stopped right before we hit that again. Finished off. So we went out, and then she had GU gels on her. So I was like, all right. She's like, you sure you don't want a GU gel? I'm like, and then she told me she had I forgot what flavor it was, but it was the one with the most sodium. So I was like, that okay, I'll just take half of it. So it shouldn't mess with me too much. Took that, and almost like a minute, 2 minutes later, okay, let's go. So we were able to
Felt good again.
Felt good again. Went down, hit turnaround, came back, and then the best part of it, which I was really excited about, was I even after like getting to the end point, right, and you saw me like I still had juice. Like I still had, like, I could keep going. You know what I mean? And I didn't feel like that when I ran the Tacoma Marathon. So
you were done at the end, bro.
I needed that. You know what I mean? I needed that because my confidence levels after that run, it's like, dude, is this gonna happen to me all the time? Like, that's not what I want. If I'm gonna push myself, I don't want that to happen to me all the time. So it was a good way of bringing myself back to, like, that was an outlier. That was an outlier run. You learn some, like I said, I learned shit from that run, from that marathon. So big pieces I really took from this run, though, from the 35-mile run, was I learned a lot about what I needed when I needed it, and based on how my body felt. Because there's times where I thought I needed like sodium or electrolytes in my body, but all I needed was water. You know what I mean? There's times where I thought I just needed water, but it was mostly electrolytes. So I got to figure that out, and then it's crazy because when different parts are hurting and you're trying to feel that area, like to where like the quads and stuff like that, what you need. So you can almost feel it. Like I told you, I think after we ate the PB&Js and stuff, and then we started going again, I was saying, like, I felt some, like, fatigue and stuff like that. But then I was telling Ching on the run, I was like, I'm just waiting for that fuel to hit. Once that fuel kicks in, then I'm good again. And you can feel it, dude. Like, you can feel that shit like start hitting your body because you're at a point where it's like, damn, this shit's about to break down. But then once it grabs onto that fuel again, you're good to go. So that was definitely something I learned along that run.
And that's why they say practice your nutrition too before your marathons or your events. I had no clue that was a thing. I mean, I thought marathons you just ran and you're done at the end.
That's what we both thought. But I mean, even the 3 days going into it, I carved up a lot. I was taking electrolytes. I was eating. I wasn't scared of what I was eating. I ate clean, but I just ate a lot more just to, you need those glycogen stores. You need to have that in you so that it helps you in those times where you think your body's about to shut down, but it has more. It has something stored in there. So that was it's good going into the marathon that I'm training for right now. So it's a good learning, process and stuff that I can take into the training. And then when I get more into my 20-mile runs again and stuff like that, as I go through that, I'm not going to do, last year I ran 20 miles. And that was probably why I got hurt too. Another reason why I got hurt.
Your training run.
Yeah. I remember I did the 20-mile run, 3 GU gels, no water. That's probably why I got hurt. Like it was, it felt good, fine at the time, but I think I just pushed myself through that all wheel and heart. That was not a smart way of doing it. So it was definitely a day of learning, and I'm glad
it was fun.
Yeah.
Even me, I like doing that. I think I'm a crew guy. I like doing the crew stuff. I did wish I had a bigger team, someone I can kind of help spread the load, because that would be even even better as far as getting footage. But it's fun. I like being out there, just pull up to the next spot, get out, wait, kind of scan the area, see what I'm going to do. And that was all like,
it wasn't planned.
Nothing was pre-planned as far as shots. I did on the map when I was looking, but like as far as going to a location and actually seeing the spots, no. A lot of times I'm just on the map, I'm like, okay, there's a spot I can just pull out right there. So I just pulled in, hopped out, then I'm looking around, okay, where can I shoot,
Yeah. Were there times where you were just like, damn, like, is one of them hurt or like because it's
It
taking
was just
longer
in that.
than
It was just in that trail where you guys
you
had
were,
passed me.
and you
I'm
thought
looking like, what the hell happened? That's why I brought those water bottles. I'm like, oh, maybe one of them needs some water. So let me, maybe go. Because I was after I met with you guys at the truck the first time.
yeah,
And then Powell's carrying those little tiny water bottles. I'm like, I'm gonna bring the water just in case he needs more.
yeah,
So that was probably the only time I thought like, oh, something's going on because I was waiting there too long. I felt.
yeah.
But
Because we were gone, we were way past you.
yeah, I should have noted the time because I even told myself before we started, okay, if going by your estimate, they should be there by this time. And if I would have looked at the clock or paid attention, I would have realized like I should just probably push forward to the end. I would have probably caught you guys.
Yeah,
It's only 8 minutes out.
yeah. I mean, yeah. And I thought about that too when we got to that turnaround. It's like, because I kind of I gave you my pace that I said we're gonna run, right, and I actually throughout the run I hit that pace. That pace was the whole time. I think there's like 1 or 2 miles, like the miles that I had to walk or I had to stop because of the quads and stuff. But other than that, pretty sure 33 out of the 35 miles was on pace to what I wanted, right? And that's what we should have been going by, like based off the map. Like okay, this should be here by this point, and because I didn't want to go outside of that. It was that pace was set, so I think we should have.
Which for you is an easy pace. It's good. It's a good pace. Yeah.
And the whole goal of that, right, is to be able to, because I was able to show up on Tuesday and do another run. Like the whole goal was to be able to come back after that run and still
be able to
recover and be fine. Because if I'm too damn sore or whatever, right, can't train. So to be able to come back from that run, have a low heart rate throughout the run, and so my body can recover, not be hurt, whatever, and then finish off and come back on Tuesday and do my run, which I did. But, I felt a little thing, so I haven't ran this week, and that's because I'd rather just let it heal this time than try and push through it. Like I said before, we learned our lessons, right?
Lessons learned, man.
We learned our lessons, so I'm not trying to push through. I have what? Almost 3 months to train for this marathon.
You need to do some,
and I'm way ahead of schedule. What I mean, like with the amount of miles on my legs. So no need to push through something that could possibly be another injury that puts me out for a long time. Let it heal itself. I only need a week, and then I'll be back out on Tuesday. And
I was listening to Mark Bell. He said, "What is it? Myofascial release."
Yeah, that's the ball under your foot.
Yeah,
I always do that.
Yeah. But like they do that everywhere else too on their bodies.
Yeah,
like you have one of those massage guns?
I have the gun, but I don't use it much. Yeah, but I've been stretching a lot, so
that's good. Yeah, that's also a big difference from.
You see me do the splits now, bro.
Whatever, dude. First of all, pass on that one. Like, bro, watch. I'll show you now.
She didn't do the splits in my boxers.
I told you I downloaded some kind of like what is it? What is it called?
That stretching
mobility. Program that I want to. I still haven't done yet, but I want to try. Loosen up the hips.
Yeah, you try to
get the body loose. No, because I definitely think for me, there's areas of my body that are tight. You know what I mean? So especially my back, dude.
Yeah, it's like your lower back.
I think my whole damn back. Yeah. I seen that kettlebell exercise where you kind of like stand your legs open. And you grab the bell with one hand.
Yeah.
Right. And you got to twist your body and touch the ground. I can't do that.
Oh, shit.
I can't even do that by myself without the bell. So it's like, yeah, I'm definitely going to.
That's because your hips or your back?
I think both.
Both?
Hips and back.
Shit.
So, yeah.
I should show you my hips, bro. My hips are a lot better now. But yeah, man. We'll have a video coming out that run. Yeah. Mark's gonna put that together, and kind of just a clip. I think it was just tough because it was a longer run, and Mark was by himself. So, like I said, trying to get clips for that together was a little bit tougher. So,
there was camera crew.
Yeah, the water man, fuel man.
Yeah,
all kinds. So it's like there was a certain
mobile aid station.
Yeah, for sure, mobile aid station. And there was a certain way that we, kind of want to put that video together, but it's okay. Pan out, I mean, it's all right.
But, we're going to just at least take you along so you can see what happened.
Yeah.
The day, so.
Get to see. We had little parts in there where we were able to stop and talk. Let us know, let everybody know where we're at, But,
we have actually a good beginning, a middle.
Yeah.
And then an end. So, I mean, it'll work out.
Yeah. So,
probably just try to do better on the next one, the next event.
Yeah. because I asked him, when you bring the bike? No, I didn't bring the bike. I said, oh, this dude just rolled, and he's just gonna meet us at points then. So and it's fine, it's cool. Like I think it'll still be, it's just what we need to show, that day, that experience of that day. And so, it was a good day. It's painful, like it should be. You gotta. I think it's just like I always say, with whoever follows me, like on social media, like I always say, man, like every day is an opportunity to grow. And my birthday is not a day for me to, like, I've never been a big birthday guy anyway, so I feel like it was a day for me to separate myself from what other people do. And I truly believe in that kind of shit, man. Like, most people aren't going to do what I'm willing to do, so I'll get results that most people aren't willing to, won't get, because they're not willing to do this shit that I'm willing to do. And instead of going out partying and drinking on my birthday, I put myself through some fucking pain.
You party in a different way.
Yeah, and I feel like I just get more out of that than if I was to just go party and drink. For me, that's a reward for me. Growth is the reward, and if it takes some pain, I'm willing to go through that shit. And if it's gonna help inspire somebody, that watches it,
it's worth it.
All worth it. It's all worth it, because I won't get into that because I talked about that on the video. But yeah, man, like,
it was a good day.
It was cool. It was fun. Got to go eat, and I ate exactly what I wanted. I got some burgers, and we got some ribeye steaks, and I ate some cinnamon rolls, boy. I ate like 8 cinnamon rolls over the weekend.
That's like your guilty
bro.
pleasure, huh?
It is, bro.
Cinnamon
so
rolls.
Bad. I fucking love cinnamon rolls, and
I'm just gonna start leaving cinnamon rolls around the warehouse, around the shop, to test your will.
I will never give them up. Never give them up. But yeah, thank you to Audrey, Powell's wife. She brought Powell and Audrey. Yeah, they came. Powell and Audrey got me a cake, and they got me cinnamon rolls. So appreciate you guys. Yeah, it was a good day, man. Just chill. We watched football. Didn't do nothing else. Me and Powell didn't want to move very much after that. So yeah, it was a good day, man. It's a good day. Yeah, so videos coming out on that. So be on the lookout. We'll notify you like we normally do. So 35 miles on my 35th birthday. I don't know what kind of party we're gonna have next year, but we'll see. And then so like the reason why we did the 35 miles, just kind of announce now on the podcast. Yeah. So,
but actually, you already said it.
I did. For those
of you who watch the podcast carefully,
yeah, I did say it already.
You said it unintentionally, right?
Yeah,
it just slipped out.
It kind of came out.
I'm like, I don't know if he was gonna say that or.
Yeah, so I did the 35 mile because of it's hard for me, right? It was gonna be hard for me. I knew it was. Because longest distance I've ran was 26.2 miles, 2 marathons, right? Never ran 35 miles, so it's space that I didn't know how I'd feel after, right?
It's unknown territory. Unknown territory too.
So what I'm doing in September is also very much unknown territory. I do have a marathon in which I'm trying to run a sub 4 hour, right? Like my goal, that was my goal last year. Didn't get it.
It's gonna be the redemption run.
Then trying to go for the redemption run. So the 35 mile run is gonna help that. The lessons learned, put more miles on my feet, stuff like that. But I have the sub 4 hour attempt again, second attempt at the marathon in April, end of April, and the biggest event for me that's gonna happen this year is I'm already registered for an Ironman 70.3. So Ironman 70.3 is a 1.2 mile swim. It's a triathlon, right? So it's a 1.2 mile swim. It's a 56 mile bike ride, and then a half marathon, 13.1 miles. Run
at the end.
All in one. It's all one event, and this is
back to back.
Yeah, so this is happening in Richland, Washington. So like east side, right? I think it's east side. Tri-Cities, I don't know, somewhere out there. It's a little ways. Like I think it's like 3 hours away from where we're at here in Kent, but I'm registered for that. And it's something that, like I kept saying, it kept coming in my mind. It kept popping up, and I actually talked about it with somebody like 2 years ago, and it's like I could not doing that. There's no way I could do all that stuff.
It's crazy, right? Dude. You see it on YouTube or video or TV. It's like, damn, it takes a special person to do that.
Yeah, bro. And it's like I never thought I could be that person.
Yeah.
But what I've been able to do, like I said, I think I think I'm physically capable, mentally capable, and it just takes me building myself to be that person, right? And that's what I always talk about is like, dude, I cannot swim right now like that. Like, there's no way I can swim a mile right now, right?
Yeah.
I haven't swam and I don't know how damn long anyway, bro. Like, to really actually swim, like, have I went to the beach like on vacations and went to swim pools and stuff like that? Yeah, but I haven't actually swam, So that is the biggest thing where that's what I was talking about in the other podcast, where I'm going to show you like how shitty I look and how shitty I am at this event. Like, I have to learn how to swim.
Yeah.
And I have to learn how to swim for a long time.
What's the swim again?
It's 1.2 miles. So I have to learn how to do that. And this is why I want to show people like, I'm going to suck, but I'm going to put in the work also, right? Yeah. And over time, we'll see where I get to when that event comes up. So pretty much immediately after the marathon's done, I'm going right into training for the Ironman. I already bought my bike. I actually have my bike already. I've jumped on it once, and then now it just parked. Like, the focus has to stay on the marathon right now.
For now, yeah.
Yeah, so haven't really messed with any of that stuff. I'm really doing a lot of research and learning how, techniques of swimming, stuff like that, and all the drills and stuff I need to do to learn. But I'm going to go about that, and,
It's just crazy, too, that, they let you sign up for that without, like... You don't need no experience, no certification or nothing, you know what I mean?
It's crazy, yeah.
It's like, you got to swim in the cold-ass water, and there's going to be a sea of people with you, probably, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then the bike, I know it's a bike, but that stuff's still technical,
Yeah.
You learn how to freaking, how to pedal to get the most power, and how to get to your, like, an aerodynamic, position and all that craziness.
And that's why I'm so excited about it. Like, this, it's going to be it's definitely going to be the hardest thing I've done. Up to this point, right? Or to that point.
Yeah.
It's definitely going to be because, the marathons and stuff like that. I mean, that's kind of only a piece of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's a whole thing. So that.
At least at the end, you have that, like, shit, I've been here before. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's the point, right?
After the biking, you hop off that bad boy and
I can run through the.
You're going to make it.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's what I'm excited about, bro. Like, I have so much learning to do when it comes to that.
Yeah.
There's crazy. All like the biking. I've never biked like that. I've never cycled like that. I've never swam like that. Yeah. The run thing, I'll be fine. I think, it's just learning how to run when you're tired.
After,
it's just, and that's stuff that I'm going to pick up along the way. I'm going to train. I come up with a training plan. And I'll train throughout. And that's, I just trust, I know and I understand and I believe in trusting the process. And then I'm going to start, May, basically. I'll start training in May and I have all the way to September. I'm training all the way throughout that. So that's a good amount of time on doing all those different, working on all those different events that I know that I'll be fine when it comes to that point. Yeah. Because I think the marathon trainings help that, the idea of that, being able to train throughout and learn how to train, because the running, like training for a marathon, is very close to the same as training for, those other two. And the same as, especially the bike. Like, you don't just go out riding the bike hard as shit all the time, right? It's zone 2 training. You just getting the heart rate, at a rate where you go for a long time. Same stuff. You know what I mean? Same stuff. So just got to put the time in and actually do the work. So I'm excited for that. It's going to be really cool. We're kind of planning it out with everybody going up there and enjoying that event and watching me do hard shit. Hopefully I don't drown. Hopefully.
Dude, that's going to be a big course, dude.
Yeah, it's going to be dope. Well, I mean, you'll actually even be able to see the whole swim, start to finish. You
can bring my drone.
Yeah, you could.
If I can fly it, I don't know if they'll let me fly it.
I don't even know.
Like geo-lock the area and I can't go anywhere.
Yeah, because there's actually a trail from the start point to the end point of the swim. There's just a trail right along the river. It's a 1.2 mile walk. So you just walk that, and then the bike ride is all out there and stuff like that.
So bring my kayak, bro.
Yeah. Please don't. Please don't.
Gotta get the footage, bro. What are you talking about?
They're gonna make you a safety, bro, if you do that. Yeah. But yeah, man, we have that. We're registered for that, and that's something that never thought I'd be able to do. And I kind of just told myself, like, bro, just sign up. Then I always tell myself, just sign up. That means you're committing and you're going to just do it. And that's what I've been doing. So I knew if I signed up, because I've been thinking about it, I just got to sign up and then see what happens. We'll be out there repping MB. And we'll see how many other Islanders I see out there. I mean, Powell's doing it with me too. So I forgot to mention that, but Powell's actually doing that with me too. So we're actually running the Tacoma Marathon. I don't know if we're running that together. I know I'm running at my pace, and this is going to be Powell's first marathon, which is weird because he already ran like an ultra marathon. He ran 32 miles. He did a 50K that on Saturday. So then we're going out to Richland, and we're going to knock out a damn Ironman, bro. So
it's going to be nuts.
It's going to be dope, bro. Like, and I think it's, and I'm glad because I think with all of us up there together, like I want to enjoy going through that experience with all of you guys there because you guys have been with me, and seeing where we started to where we're at. We went from a fucking 10-mile run, 10-mile ruck to now we're about to do a damn Ironman, bro. So it's all these things are to show you
within what 2 years, man.
Yeah, so it's gonna be 3
years.
It's gonna be 3 years, man.
That's a short.
So this is just to show everybody, man. Like this ain't for me to gain no clout. It's not for me to show you that I'm better than anybody else. It's to show you I'm the same motherfucker as everybody else out there. But I just made a decision to start growing, to really start growing and doing things that I never thought I could do. You know, and I'm not. I'm very average at fucking everything. Like, you know what I mean? And it's just that I'm willing to put myself in the uncomfortable positions, willing to do the work and deal with that, though the pain, you know, like it's because for me, I get more out of that than doing the complacency shit, the comfortable shit, the doing what everybody else is doing.
Yeah.
I just can't, it doesn't sit right with me. We're just doing average shit. You know what I mean? I'm not saying anything against anybody else. Like people want to live their life how they live their life. And this is just how I want to live mine. So these are things that I just want to do. These are things that I want to accomplish. And I want to show other people that have ideas of doing something that doesn't seem normal to other people around them, or, you know, people that they've always known, you know, that you can do these things. Like, you just have to be willing to go through the process and build yourself for real, because that's all I'm really doing every day. That's why I always say, like, every day counts for me. Every day counts for me for that stuff, especially for the Ironman. Like, I don't know what to expect, man. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, I don't know what to expect. It's going to be hard. So every rep that I do counts towards that. Every, you know, mile that I run counts towards that. It's all going to help me. And if I can keep putting in the work and make that race seem like it's not as big as I thought it was, that's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I really want to do. So I'm excited for that. I know it's going to be hard, and looking forward to it for sure.
It's going to be good.
Yeah, man.
I'm excited for it. I'm not even in it.
Yeah, because after that, we're just going to barbecue and then kick it again. So we'll be in a different city. It's like a little staycation kind of, you know.
In Tri-Cities.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the big deal for this year. So I'm excited for that one.
1 down, 2 to go.
Yeah.
35-miler, redemption, Ironman.
Yeah. We got the Tacoma Marathon, Ironman. I'm pretty sure we're going to run the Seattle Marathon after that too.
Oh, yeah.
So I think there was something else, but I don't know. We'll figure that out along the way. Yeah. But yeah.
Should we get to the questions?
I think we can get to the questions now.
It's a little segment in the podcast we like to call the Q&A.
Q&A section.
And thank you guys for those of you who take the time to click on the story and send us a question.
Yeah. And
it's a legit question.
Yeah, we're answering questions based off our experience. We're not experts on anything, so just kind of.
So let's see. Yesterday. All right.
Fun questions too.
Question number 1. Would you get with me?
Yeah. Well, I don't know you, so.
Yeah. So.
And I'm married, so.
That's a hard no. Next question. Let's see here. Do you have any cute friends for me? I feel like that was in the last one too.
You got some cute friends?
Do you have any cute friends for me? LMAO.
Shit, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl.
I don't have many friends, so
yeah,
I can't help you there either.
So he's my friend. He's not available, so sorry.
SOL.
Yeah.
Next one is you're the best. That's all it says.
You are the best, bro.
Thanks.
You are the best.
Appreciate it.
You're the best.
You're the best.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. We try our best. You're the best for supporting us. You are the best.
This is a legit question. Would you ever make an MB 5K or 10K run?
Absolutely.
That
Yes.
sounds fun.
I've already thought about that many times on my
Yeah.
long runs, especially.
Yep.
I've thought about it a lot of times. I've thought about trying to hold it at Sue's Creek because I run there so much. But
Oh, yeah.
just figuring out
We even have the Green River Trail right here this whole time.
yeah, that too.
I used to run the Green River. I have history with the Green River Trail here.
Mm-hmm.
This specific one.
But
along my running journey.
But yes, I really want to hold an event like that. Because I also have something else, like I said, I talked about on the podcast with Dom.
Yeah.
I have that, and I've thought about kind of combining those, not combining it, but like having that race, like a 5K, 10K, be the ending event. You know what I mean? Like, so having the outdoor fitness boot camp, and you finish off doing something hard, considerably hard, right, for yourself, and completing that if you've never done it before. And you get that's your reward, that's your accomplishment for you getting through the boot camp, getting through and then running your first 5K. And no, not in one day.
Oh, I was gonna say.
No. It's like a 4 or 5 week thing.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay, I get it now. Yeah.
So, yeah, like that. I've been thinking about trying to put these kind of events together. Like, I really want to build a community and fucking get people together. And I think the more people that are around each other, and just challenging each other, and trying to bring out the best, and that's what we're trying to do, right? Like, we're just trying to bring out the best, challenge you, make you think, think a little bit differently.
Yeah.
And then you run your first 5K. Then if we do a MB 5K or MB 10K, we don't know if you end up running a fucking marathon after that. You know what I mean? We never know. So it's just we just want to be able to help you unlock your mind to other things that you are capable of, but you just don't.
You might not know it yet.
Yeah, you just don't think it. Yeah, right now. So
that would be awesome.
Yes,
that'd be
right. Thinking about it, but I gotta stop. So this year's
kind of busy.
Yeah. So this is the thing. So after I get done with this Ironman, I don't think I'm going to sign up for all these endurance events and stuff like that anymore. I love challenging myself. I love doing these things. But I think after the Ironman, I'll still do marathon here and there, because I'm going to just continue to run. But I'm just going to run them for fun, right? Like I said before. But it's going to be more like I want to focus on doing things like that. Holding events, being around more people, helping more people, especially with the fitness stuff. And it's just because I've just learned so much along the way that I want to be able to share it and then help people like go through their process and their journey of becoming the best them. So yes, Facts. We do.
Okay, this one just says, "What are you doing tomorrow?"
Tomorrow,
long run.
No, I'm not running tomorrow. I'm gonna.
Oh yeah, you're taking.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it. I'll wait till Tuesday, but tomorrow's Sunday.
What am I doing tomorrow? I'm not doing anything tomorrow. I'll be working on the video tomorrow, for sure.
Yeah, I'll be working
more videos.
I'm definitely waking up for a lift. I got to do something, and then we'll probably watch NFL playoffs, spend time with my family, eat cinnamon rolls. Because Sunday's my cinnamon roll day, and then yeah, man, and probably just take care of the MB stuff. Yeah, when everybody's kind of chilling out. But yeah,
this next one is I've done something similar actually already for the Labor Day, Memorial Day.
What?
Which is the one that we did last year?
That's Memorial Day.
It says half a day. Have you guys ever thought of having one of the guys mic'd up and recorded during the softball game? I think it'd be entertaining to hear / see the action up close. We kind of did that.
We didn't kind of do that. We did that.
Yeah, we did that.
Yeah, we have a video
reference. Yeah, we'll put the link below if I can remember to do that.
There's a video of the Memorial Day tournament. I think it was Memorial Day.
Yeah,
you'll see on the YouTube channel. It's Nesian Bill's Sneaker Box tournament, and you'll see we had it's kind of crazy because we had the GoPro on people, and I forgot what we called the video, but
I think it was called Mic'd Up.
Yeah, I think it had to be something like that.
Mic'd up with NB or something.
We had a bunch of different people put the GoPro on, strapped up, and then they're different positions, and you just get to hear.
Oh, it's POV with TMB Memorial Weekend 2023.
Yep, there you go.
See, Ryan,
yep.
Bars.
POV with TMB. You can go check out that video. We kind of did that. And the only thing, because initially we thought about doing the mic'd up thing where we could put a mic on somebody, right, and then kind of record. But then at the same time, we didn't have anybody that could record because Mark was working the booth, I was playing. So that was the alternate, choice we had to try to make something like that happen. So,
which turned out all right, actually.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I just think we just got to work on the guys wearing the cameras, making sure that they're wearing it better or right next time, because a lot of times it was like looking right at the ground.
I think I know what happened on that.
Made people dizzy or something.
It wasn't set to a wide. That's why. It's camera guy's fault.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I didn't even think about that. I was just thinking about put the camera on and hit play or record. So yeah.
And the last one just says, "You're my best friend." That's all it says.
Who said that?
Doesn't say. It's anonymous. And in case you guys didn't know, they're anonymous.
Cool.
I think if you pay, you can see who it is, but we don't got that. We don't got that kind of money flowing around here.
Say yes, we are best friends. Yeah. Best friends. Yeah, man. Thank you guys for sending in the questions.
If you have a question, just send one anyway.
Legit, like if you're really trying to go for something, it's anonymous. So like, I mean, I'm not an expert, but I got some experience doing some things. So, if you're out there and you're just wondering about something, even if you're just wondering about something with the brand, whatever.
The business,
Business, and just send them in. But got anything else?
That was it.
All right. Well, we're going to go and move some stuff.
Move some stuff. Yeah, what time is it? Oh, shit, sorry.
We're going to vlog some stuff.
Got time still.
Yeah, vlog some stuff. So we'll knock that out. But thank you guys for joining us again. We appreciate you guys. Love you guys. You know the deal. Go out. Be your best. Always do that shit. Out in style. Let's go.